Alright, we're going to do our first film review. I'm only going to do the first two periods. I'm going to try and do it all in one take, so bear with me here. So this is going to be the start of the game. It's against the Admirals. Wait, let me turn down the volume on this. Alright, so the first one is just going to be Zod gets a little too deep on this one. So the puck's going down here, and so we have good coverage, Mort on Daniel and Zod on Renegade. Then you see Renegade starts to turn up, and now there's a little bit of a gap. I mean, it's not horrible, but you generally want to mirror that a bit. And then on top of that, instead of kind of, because this puck's obviously getting to the corner, so instead of turning and going to the puck, you turn the opposite way and you end up missing this. So just a missed opportunity there, nothing huge obviously. And then right off of this, Mort, you're going to get the puck right here, and you actually have the option to skate it around. But I believe you end up just sending it, and it ends up as a turnover. So let's go back a little bit. Oh shit, what have I done, guys? So again, potentially, because he actually turns off. I mean, it's a quick play. Obviously, you don't have same side open. Renegade's closing that off. You do, I mean, if you send this hard around, you potentially can get it up to Quacky, but it's just not quick enough, and Daniel's able to pick it off. So then we're gonna go forward a bit. Just gonna skip ahead. So here, we want to give an around option to Cap. So as he comes out to get this, we want to have someone over here on the boards, which we do is Zod, and then Mort. You should be going over to this corner so he can swing it around you. And then based off that, Gouch can turn up, or he'll have to see how this plays out. So yeah, Mort, you're kind of just sitting in the middle of nowhere. There's no reason to believe Kapanen's going to pass it to their player in front of the net. So you're kind of just in the middle of nowhere, not really doing anything here. So if you want to be more productive, give Kapanen a passing option. What ends up happening, Cap doesn't really have a great option. Zod's pretty covered here. Gouch is kind of open around, but he kind of just swings it off here, and this potentially could have been a little bit dangerous. So then move it up a little bit. So here's gonna be another situation where Zod gets a little bit too deep here. So Zod's turning back when the puck's in this corner here. Gouch is basically responsible for this area, kind of. He wants to be covering here, is where Gouch is kind of looking. We have good forecheck here, and then Mort's covering. He's preparing in case this puck swings up here, but he's got to be shadowing this guy. That's Mort's responsibility. And then Zod's guy is kind of this guy or Renegade, depending on what happens. But so as Gouch kind of goes up here, he potentially could even swing middle, depending on where the puck goes. Zod, you should be turning more around here and potentially floating kind of in this area. So yeah, it's another situation where, see, there's just way too much space here. And then I think you potentially lose coverage, yeah. And then you just skate by the two guys that you should be defending. Oh no, have I done it again? So first you're too deep, and then you go too aggressive. You pass up the two guys. We have good coverage here on Mort and Renegade, but we already have two forwards that can pressure Nico, so there's no reason for Zod for you to pressure it. We don't need three guys going to the puck. And they actually score a goal off that. It was kind of just a lucky bounce, though. Not a whole lot. I mean, ideally our forecheck's a little bit tighter, but not too bad. And then right here, Quack, you're going to turn off here. You can't turn off here. So you just gave them basically free reign to do whatever they want. Shit, I tried to change colors, I goofed. So you can go this way, you can swing back this way, or just skate it. So yeah, Galch he's probably potentially too far back. Mort's got kind of coverage on Daniel. Realistically, I guess it doesn't matter as long as the defense calls it out, but Zod potentially should be covering Daniel, and Mort should be more really on Renegade, because, I mean, if Quecky had played this properly and forechecked this, then we would want our defenseman to be able to kind of take away this swing option, and Galch would then ideally be more over here covering the around this way, and then that would mean Zod would have to cover him. This play just kind of blew up because for some reason you decided to turn off, and it was just a mistake, because now look how much room Nico has to work with, and I believe they get another good shot off here. Galch does a good job kind of forcing the shot early, but yeah, they almost score off that, just off of poor forechecking. That's the thing, a lot of forwards don't understand that defense a lot of times starts with the forwards in the other zone, because in that situation, there's nothing our defense could have done to prevent that. That was purely just poor forecheck leading to an offensive chance for the other team. Here's going to be Zod doing too much dangy. So he had Mort here on the boards. That's good positioning. Our forwards are too close to each other. Ideally, we have one of the forwards over on this boards. You can see we have a lot of kind of room in this area. But either way, probably Zod just pass that up to Mort. Mort, in this situation, you might want to just start turning up. I don't mind you staying here, because what we could potentially do actually is, if you keep going this way and Zod kind of he carries Renegade with him and then does a little drop pass around you. I mean, it's a tricky play. If you don't communicate it, it could just end up horribly. But if this happens, then